So if you're making templates out of chipboard or maybe some thin cardboard, or if you're cutting out your own, say, gaskets for like a thermostat housing or a water pump or something like that, stop trying to cut all of your bolt holes with an X-Acto blade or utility blade or something like that, because you end up getting like a really rough hole opening. Get yourself some of these instead. What's going on, guys? My name's Bill and this is Tool Tech Tuesdays. On Tuesday, I like to bring you guys tools that I've been using in my videos or that I've just been using on projects in and around the garage. So when it comes to doing a lot of metalworking, you might be cutting out a lot of templates, you know, whether it be some sort of mounting bracket, or maybe you're cutting out gasket material for a thermostat or a water pump, whatever it might be. When it comes to cutting out the bolt holes in those brackets or gaskets, trying to use an X-Acto blade, I mean, it gets the job done, but the holes end up pretty rough, not always round. And on some things, you may want a nice, precise hole, especially when it comes to gaskets. That's where these things come in. These are hollow punches. Now, they have a sharp edge along the front. They have a cutting edge. I believe these were originally meant for like doing like leather work and things like that. But they work great for cutting out gaskets or cutting out mounting brackets. Now, I've got some pretty thick chipboard here. It may be a little bit thicker than like ram board. But I get this stuff at an art supply store. I get it in thicker and thinner material depending on what I want to make the bracket for. But you could sit here and try to cut that hole out with an X-Acto blade or utility blade or whatever, and it'll work. But these things are great. Now, this set, when you get a set like this set, I believe there's 12 bits in here. You can get them in standard or metric. I would suggest if you decide to get yourself a set, pay attention to that cutting edge. It may need to be tuned up. They're sharp, but they're not that sharp. So you may want to take a file to them, dress them up a little bit. This set is pretty beat up. I do need to go back and clean these up and just tune up my edges because they are kind of dull right now. But when it comes to cutting holes, they work great. Some guys will take them and they'll just sit here, maybe try to twist it through whatever material it is they're cutting. If they're sharp enough, that'll work. But I like to just, set it over. I got my bracket laid out. Set that over my hole. Just take a dead blow hammer or, little decent hammer. And give it a few whacks. And it cuts. If it was sharp, it would cut a nice clean hole. Like I said, I do have to tune these up, but you can kind of lean on one side a little bit if you have to, and there you go. It cuts that cardboard, that chipboard, right out of there, and gives you a perfectly clean hole. Like I said, it works great on, I use soda boxes a lot for making gaskets or making templates. Again, it's a thinner material. Cut that right out of there. Again, nice, clean holes. Same thing for gaskets. So for a set like this, I said, I think there's 12 in here. I'll leave some links down below to some different options. I think they run about 20 bucks for a set. And I mean, they'll last you forever. You just, as long as you take care of that edge, keep it sharp. It's a lot quicker than trying to cut out a round hole using an X-Acto blade and just getting a rough, jagged cut. Appreciate you for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell, and get back to work.